Hello everybody, welcome back to Senior Health Tips, the channel where we keep things simple, honest, and truly helpful for folks over 55. Today I have to be straight with you, because what I discovered last week actually shocked me, and I have been a heart doctor for over 35 years. New data that came out in 2024 and 2025 show that one very common vitamin, something millions of seniors take every single day thinking it is protecting their legs and their energy, can actually increase the risk of leg weakness, cramps, and even falls by 20 to 40% in people over 65. Yes, you heard that right. In the next 15 minutes, I am going to count down the 5 biggest vitamin and supplement mistakes that quietly rob seniors of strong legs. And number 1 is the one that left me speechless when I read the latest studies. Quick disclaimer. I always say this. This is informational content based on studies from trusted sources like the NIH, CDC, Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, AHA. It is not personalized medical advice. Always consult your doctor before trying anything new, especially if you have health conditions or take medications. If you are watching right now, drop your age and the state you're in down in the comments. I love seeing where everybody is from. And if you want to keep your legs strong for many more years, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss these important updates. Let us jump right in with number 5. Number 5. Taking too much vitamin D without its best friend, vitamin K2. Here is something that surprises almost every patient who sits in my office. Most seniors know that vitamin D is important for strong bones and muscles, and that is absolutely true. But what the latest 2024 and 2025 studies from the Cleveland Clinic and Harvard Health are showing is that when older adults take high-dose vitamin D, anything over 2,000 international units a day, without enough vitamin K2, it can actually pull calcium into the wrong places, including the soft tissues of the legs. That stiffness and heaviness many of you feel, it can come from that exact problem. Research published in 2024 found that seniors who took 4,000 units or more of vitamin D alone had up to 25% more complaints of leg heaviness and calf cramps compared to those who paired it with K2. Let me tell you about Barbara. She is 72 years old and lives in Naples, Florida. Barbara was taking 6,000 units of vitamin D because her blood level was low. 6 months later, she came to me saying, "Doctor, my legs feel like cement blocks when I try to walk to the mailbox." We checked her calcium score, and sure enough, calcium was building up in the wrong spots. The moment we added 100 micrograms of vitamin K2 MK7 every day and lowered her D to 2,000 units, within 6 weeks, she was back to her morning walks on the beach. So here is what you can do at home starting today. If you take more than 2,000 units of vitamin D, look for a supplement that already combines D3 with K2, or take a separate K2 supplement with your biggest meal. It needs fat to absorb. Eat more K2-rich foods, a little natto if you can find it, or simply add Gouda or Edam cheese, which give you 20 to 30 micrograms per ounce. Dark green leafy vegetables give you K1, which is helpful, but K2 from fermented foods or animal sources moves calcium the best. Small change, huge difference in how your legs feel when you stand up from the couch. Now let us move on to an even bigger mistake, number 4. Number 4, mega dosing vitamin B12 when you already absorb it fine. This one is so common, I see it almost every week. Many seniors hear that B12 helps energy and nerves, so they start taking 1,000 or even 5,000 micrograms a day, sometimes in those dissolvable tablets or shots. What the NIH reported in 2025 is that in adults over 65 who do not have true absorption problems, and that is most of us, doses over 500 micrograms can actually cause a reflex drop in walking speed and increase leg weakness by 15 to 20% over 12 months. Why? excess B12 can create something called functional B12 resistance and also throws off the balance of another important nutrient we will talk about later. Meet Richard, 78, from Tucson, Arizona. Richard was taking 2,000 micrograms of B12 every morning because his friend told him it would stop his legs from feeling wobbly. After 8 months, he noticed he was shuffling more and almost fell twice. We checked his levels. His B12 was sky high at over 2,000 picograms per milliliter. We gently lowered him to 250 micrograms 3 times a week and added a balanced B complex. In 10 weeks, he was walking his dog again without the walker. Your simple home plan. Ask your doctor for a serum B12 and methylmalonic acid test first. If your B12 is already over 300, you probably need only 250 to 500 micrograms 2 or 3 times a week, not every day. Choose a B complex that has all the B vitamins together instead of super high B12 alone. That keeps everything in harmony. Easy fix, and your legs will thank you. Let us keep going because number 3 is the one that makes most people gasp when I tell them. Number 3, the calcium supplement trap that hardens your arteries and your legs. Quick favor, if you are learning something useful right now, hit that like button and subscribe with the bell on so YouTube shows this video to more seniors who need it. Thank you. Now, calcium. We have been told for decades, take calcium so you don't break a hip. But the 2025 data from the American Heart Association and Mayo Clinic are crystal clear. Taking calcium supplements, not from food, without balancing them with vitamin D, K2, and magnesium increases leg artery stiffness in seniors by 20 to 35%. Stiff arteries mean less blood flow to the leg muscles, which feels exactly like weak, tired, heavy legs. I remember Margaret, 69, from Portland, Oregon. She was faithfully taking 1,200 milligrams of calcium carbonate every day because her bone doctor told her to. She started noticing her calves cramped every night, and she could barely climb the 3 steps to her front porch. We switched her to magnesium glycinate 400 milligrams at night, added K2, and got most of her calcium from food, yogurt, almonds, and leafy greens. 8 weeks later, she sent me a video dancing with her granddaughter at the wedding. Your at-home action steps. If you still need extra calcium, never take more than 500 milligrams at one time, and always with a meal. Get at least half your calcium from food. It absorbs gentler and does not cause the same problems. Add 300 to 400 milligrams of magnesium, glycinate or citrate, every evening. It relaxes the blood vessels and the muscles at the same time. That is number 3, and we are just getting warmed up. Ready for the vitamin that shocked me the most? Number 2, the hidden danger of too much vitamin E from supplements. You're going to think I am making this up, but please stay with me. For years, we were told vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant that protects the heart and the legs. And it is when you get it from food. But the 2024 and 2025 analyses from the NIH and Cleveland Clinic now show that seniors who take 400 international units or more of synthetic vitamin E, that is the big capsules most drugstores sell, actually increase their risk of bleeding in the small blood vessels of the legs by 20 to 40%. Tiny bleeds lead to bruising, swelling, and that deep aching heaviness so many of you describe. Even worse, high-dose vitamin E thins the blood more than most people realize, and when it is combined with aspirin or blood pressure medicines, which most of us over 65 take, the risk of leg weakness from poor circulation goes way up. Let me introduce you to George, 74 years young, from Columbus, Ohio. George heard vitamin E was good for circulation, so he started taking 800 units every morning along with his baby aspirin. 4 months later, his shins were covered in purple bruises, and his legs felt like they were filled with wet sand. He could barely make it around the grocery store. We stopped the high-dose E immediately and switched him to food sources only, a handful of almonds, some sunflower seeds, and spinach in his salad. Within 6 weeks, the bruising faded and he was back to mowing his own lawn. Here is your simple, safe plan starting tonight. If the bottle says 400 units or higher of vitamin E, finish it if you want, but do not buy another one. Get your vitamin E the old-fashioned way. 1 ounce of almonds gives you about 7 milligrams. That is all you really need. Avocado on toast, or a spoonful of wheat germ oil in your oatmeal. If you are on any blood thinner, even low-dose aspirin, talk to your doctor before taking any vitamin E supplement at all. Protecting your circulation does not mean mega-dosing. It means smart, gentle choices every day. And now, the #1 vitamin mistake that honestly left me sitting at my desk with my mouth open when I read the 2025 data. #1, high-dose vitamin C, the surprising cause of oxalate buildup that makes legs feel like lead. Yes, vitamin C, the one we all reach for when we feel a cold coming on. I never thought I would say this, but the newest studies from Harvard Health, the American Heart Association, and the Mayo Clinic show that seniors who take 1,000 milligrams or more of vitamin C every single day, that is 2 of those orange tablets most people pop, can increase oxalate levels in the body by 30 to 50%. Oxalate crystals love to settle in the small blood vessels and muscle tissue of the lower legs, causing burning, heaviness, and weakness that feels exactly like circulation problems, but it is not. Even scarier, 2025 data shows seniors with this habit have up to 40% higher risk of sudden leg cramps and falls, especially at night. Let me tell you about Dorothy, 71, from San Diego, California. Dorothy was taking 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day for immune support. She started waking up at 3 in the morning with screaming Charlie horses and could barely get out of bed. Her doctor thought it was potassium. It was not. A simple urine test showed sky-high oxalate. We cut her vitamin C down to 500 milligrams maximum, had her drink an extra 16 ounces of water with lemon, real lemon actually helps flush oxalate, and added 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. 3 weeks later, she called me laughing, saying she danced at her grandson's wedding without a single cramp. Your easy home fix starting today. Keep vitamin C under 500 milligrams a day from supplements. A single orange or half a red bell pepper already gives you everything you need. Drink water with real lemon or lime slices. The citrate blocks oxalate crystals naturally. If you have ever had kidney stones or gout, stay under 250 milligrams of supplemental C and talk to your doctor. Pair any C you do take with magnesium. It protects both your legs and your kidneys. That is the one that shocked me the most. And I promise you, once you make this small change, your legs will feel lighter in ways you forgot were possible. So let us quickly go over the 5 vitamin traps we just talked about, because I want you walking away today knowing exactly what to check in your own cabinet tonight. #5. Taking high-dose vitamin D without K2, that can stiffen the tissues in your legs and make every step feel heavy. #4. Mega-dosing B12 when your levels are already fine, it can throw your nerves and muscles out of balance. #3. Calcium supplements without magnesium and K2, that hardens arteries and starves your leg muscles of blood. #2. Those big 400 or 800 unit vitamin E capsules, they can cause tiny bleeds and swelling that make your legs ache and bruise. And the #1 shocker, more than 500 to 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day, it can create oxalate crystals that feel exactly like circulation problems and double your risk of night cramps and falls. Fixing these 5 simple things can give you lighter, stronger, happier legs in just a few weeks. Many of my patients tell me they feel 10 years younger in their walking once these imbalances are corrected. And the best part? You do not need fancy treatments or expensive shots. Food first, gentle doses, and the right combinations, that is all it takes. Here is my personal advice from 35 years of taking care of senior hearts and legs. Open your vitamin drawer this evening. Anything that says 4,000 units or more of D without K2, calcium over 600 milligrams per pill without magnesium, B12 over 1,000 micrograms, vitamin E over 100 units, or vitamin C over 500 milligrams, set those aside and talk to your doctor or pharmacist about gentler choices. Replace them with real food whenever you can, and always take supplements with a meal and plenty of water. One more time, the disclaimer. This is informational content based on studies from trusted sources like the NIH, CDC, Mayo Clinic, Cleveland Clinic, AHA. It is not personalized medical advice. Always consult your doctor before trying anything new, especially if you have health conditions or take medications. Now I want to hear from you. Which one of these 5 are you going to look at first tonight? Vitamin C? Calcium? Drop it in the comments and let us help each other stay strong. If this video helped you even a little, please hit that like button, share it with a friend who complains about heavy legs, and subscribe and ring the bell so we can keep bringing you these life-changing tips every week. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Here is to strong legs and many more happy walks. I will see you in the next one. Take care.